right here in Dallas. Dallas is our hometown, played at Wiley East, which is just a little northeast of here. John Little alongside Jim Haller, Brianna Sorensen, and our whole crew on the ACC network. SMU trying to burn away a two-game losing streak, and that's a good place to start. Nya Robertson, who is top 10 in the nation in scoring this year.
Good execution by SMU on that first possession. Set a good screen to get Robertson open.
Lamar has all 5 starters back from last season, so it's not just Acacia Davis. Plus, they went 17-1 in the Southland last year as Davis loses it inside. And TK Pitts comes up with the turnover for SMU. Last time SMU was on this floor, they forced 33 turnovers and beat down Western Michigan.
Well, good team defense by SMU on that first possession by Lamar. Good hands by Peterson in traffic. Nice pass from out front. John, you mentioned a while ago about Lamar having everybody back. I'm not sure I've ever seen a contrast. SMU, well, let's take a look here. Nice job getting the ball inside. But team defense, there you go. Lamar coming and fouling Peterson on the effort. But I was just going to comment, SMU only has 25% of their scoring back from last year. Lamar has 90% of theirs, so a real contrast in returning experience.
And that's why the Southland Conference coaches picked Lamar to repeat as champions. They made it to the championship game last season in Lake Charles, Louisiana, but lost to Texas A&M Corpus Christi, left out of the NCAA tournament, looking to make their first trip since 2010. No score early, Davis, deep position, and that's what we're talking about. 2 feet in the post, it's over.
Well, what a great job by Davis holding her position there. Perfect lob pass from the wing. Good execution by Lamar. Davis is now 13 out of 14 on shots on the year.
Robertson, a tougher shot, misses out on it, but an offensive rebound by Embry twirling inside. SMU picks up a lot of offensive rebounds, but for whatever reason, they have trouble with second chance points. As you see, Jones, Pitts, Robertson, Embry, and Peterson are the starting 5 for SMU.
Yeah, both these teams very aggressive on the offensive glass. That's going to be a big key in today's game.
SMU so far this season is averaging 16 offensive rebounds a game. That's second best in the ACC. 5 to shoot it here. Pitts in the corner, whips it out front. Embry makes a move. Toes on the line. It's a deep 2. Peterson grabs the offensive rebound, spins into Davis, and that's the first foul on Acacia Davis.
Well, talking about offensive rebounding, very nice work by Peterson that time. Quickly getting to the center of the paint to retrieve that long offensive rebound. When she saw that shot going up by Embry from 3-point range, she immediately went deeper than usual into the paint area, got a crucial rebound for SMU.
A resurgent start to Jessica Peterson's season. Only played 4 games last season. Averaged 1.5 per game, missed the rest of the year with injury. But Peterson has been a key cog in this dual post alignment. 9.6 points, 8.6 rebounds, and knocks both down here.
Interesting maneuver by SMU going into this 2-2-1 3-quarter court trapping defense. Try to throw Lamar's comfort level off a little bit to start the game. Now it looks like the Mustangs for the first time are in a zone, half court, usually man-to-man.
Davis left alone inside, and she's able to lay it home off the feed by Denley.
Amazing, in the 3rd game of the year, and she's only missed 1 shot.
Robertson lost the 3, off the mark, and Peterson is called for the foul. Foul on SMU is their first, and team foul number 1, and first foul on Peterson as well.
Yeah, nice block out that time by DJ Weems to draw that foul on Peterson. Good fundamental D. Coach Franklin for Lamar, love that effort on the glass, blocking out a very good offensive rebounding Mustang team.
Cardinals really struggled to hold on to the ball last time out against Texas, but a lot of teams have trouble against Nick Schaefer.
Yeah, I promise you the New York Liberty would have trouble with Texas defense.
Out front, the 3-point bomb on the way, but Weems can't make it go. Rebound goes to Nya Jones, smallest player on the floor, the transfer from Villanova.
Smallest but probably quickest. Jones has to take advantage of that.
It's either her or Robertson.
Yep.
You talk about the quickest. Another high-low look. Embry twisting inside. Good job by Weems to avoid the foul.
Yeah, nice team defense continues for Lamar.
SMU is 0 of 6 from the floor. Had plenty of chances inside the paint, but nothing going. Sabria Dean, one of the best players in Lamar history, knocks the bottom out from the corner, 7-2 Lamar.
Yeah, Sabria Dean hitting 53% of her shots on the year. Oh, Chantae Embry, nice job on the offensive glass. Got away with a little push right there with that right forearm. Nice job by SMU.
First make for the Mustangs in their 8 attempts. Lamar, 1 of 4 from outside. They have not been a three-point shooting team so far this season.
Yeah, they only took 4 3-point shots against Texas. I'm not sure I've ever seen a team take that few.
Again, Vic Schaefer's going to run that man-to-man defense and make it tough. Dean, that's a tough shot. And Embry comes down with the board for SMU. So here's Nya Robertson, 24 points a game. No points yet in this one, but she'll get cranked up sooner or later. 8th in the nation in scoring and leading the ACC. Or 3rd at best, I should say, in the league. The very talented ACC is away from the ball. A foul is issued against Lamar.
Well,
keys to the game.
Yeah, for Lamar, their coach Franklin said in our visit with her, transition D. They've got to stop SMU's running game, and with Davis in the paint, they've got to win that battle every game. SMU, Coach Wilson says team defense has got to continue improving, and then SMU needs to hit more threes to help Nya Robertson. Good job by Peterson on that out-of-bounds play. Nice execution by the Mustangs.
So far, all the points coming from the painted area for SMU, and then a couple free throws by Peterson. But your point is right. Robertson has hit 2/3 of the threes so far this season for the Mustangs. 5 games in. Going right back to work. Davis, she's triple teamed, has to get rid of it. Only 7 to shoot it now. Dean gives it up to Denley. Hoists a desperation 3, and Peterson grabs another board.
Very nice team defense by SMU there.
Robertson turns the corner and fouled. Robertson a little bit frustrated. She's not on the board as of yet, but she's about to be.
There's a good example of what Coach Franklin said to us in our visit. They've got to get back on defense. SMU just beat them down the floor that time. The Cardinals did not listen to their coach very well.
Nya Robertson, 8th in the nation in scoring at 24 points a game and knocking down 83% of her foul shots.
You know, John, it amazes me that Robertson, obviously the focus of every opponent's defense, she has scored over 20 points in 4 of the 5 games. That gives you a very good look at what kind of ability this young lady has.
And really the only one where she didn't was Western Michigan, where SMU was running away in that matchup.
Yeah, she didn't get near the minutes that game that she normally does. Going back to SMU's need for better outside shooting, Robertson, as you mentioned, has hit 2/3 of their threes. When you consider that Embry has only made 1 of 14 and Ella Brow only 1 of 11, if either one of those two can get hot here today, that would really help the Mustang cause.
Well, they're definitely capable. Embry shot 40% from outside last season, but just has not been able to get it uncorked. Lamar shut down on the last couple possessions. SMU's gone on a 5-0 run. Henley twisting through the defense. Extra pass to the corner. Justice Ross off the mark on her deep trigger. And it will stay with Lamar out of the timeout. A slog.
Of Kansas, and she's had a terrific background and doing a wonderful job at Lamar.
And stepped right into Lamar. Won 24 games in her first season, 18-19, and 17-1 in conference play, and then did it again last year. Sabria Dean on an inside-out look knocks down her second 3 to give Lamar the lead.
What great fundamental attack of his own defense by Lamar. Got it to the free throw line, reverse sides of the floor, kicked it out. Davis to Dean. What a combination.
Peterson power dribble, throws it up quickly and off the mark. Been the difference maybe so far. You know, Lamar taking advantage of their chances inside the paint. SMU, not so far.
Well, Coach Franklin says it's an inside-out attack, and that worked to perfection for them against that SMU zone on the last possession. One of the keys I started to put contain the double Ds. Davis and Dean, you can contain those two. You got a chance to win against this team.
That's tough. As the running shot didn't go down for Denley. Another one of the D's, but, you know, Davis averaging 17.5, Dean 15.5 so far this season. SMU trying to get the offense going, only shooting 20% early on. A hop skip to the hole by Brow, and she's forced against the sidewall. And on the run out, there's a foul called against Nya Robertson on that lead pass intended for Denley. SMU head coach Toya Wilson in her 4th season as the head coach of SMU.
Well, Toya Wilson's had a terrific career. She was the head coach at Prairie View A&M, took that program to the NCAA tournament 2 years, and longtime assistant at Baylor to Coach Kim Mulkey, part of that 2019 national championship team. SMU's lucky to have Toya Wilson.
Wilson in that 4th year and the 1st year in the ACC, trying to make a significant move this season. A couple losses at the Brienne January Classic last time out, and trying to turn it around now that they're back home. But Sabria Dean has other ideas for Lamar. The 5th-year senior has 8.
Well, that was not good on-ball defense by SMU. They've got to know where Dean is at all times and have help ready.
Robertson shadowed by Armani Taylor. She puts up a really tough 3, and Karam's off the mark.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Wilson and her staff would like for Robertson to work for a better shot than that. That was a force.
Robertson trying to get herself going. Brow the rebound off the Denley miss. Little 5-0 run for Lamar to retake the advantage in the 1st quarter. Again, looking for Peterson on the high-low, but on the backside, Denley comes up with a steal. Here comes Taylor.
Nice patience by Denley.
And Denley lines up a 3. She is wide open, but over the top. And a rebound called against, foul called on the rebound against Lamar. Free throws the other way for Ella Brown. Foul goes on Talia Hill, the senior. She's from just down the road, about 30 minutes to our west in Arlington. She went to Martin High School in her 4th season at Lamar.
Amazing how many of these programs have come into this Moody Coliseum this year that have so many players from the Dallas area. Remember, Old Dominion a couple of weeks ago had 6 from the DFW.
Even the team from Norfolk had a ton of them.
Well, that's a good indicator of how good basketball, women's basketball, men's basketball makes no difference. Dallas-Fort Worth has got a ton of high school talent.
You know where else they love basketball? Australia. And Ella Brown knocks down both free throws for SMU to get on the board for the first time. Mustangs still haven't had a field goal in the last 3.5 minutes. Lamar controlling a 3-point lead early on as the teams look to find their sea legs against one another. Great start for Sabria Dean. She steps back. That's a tough shot. Brow had a hand in her face.
Oh, nice defense by Ella Brow.
Jones trying to run the break, looking for Marshall. Marshall may have gotten away with some kind of walk, but the ball was patted on her way through, and she misses on the turnaround.
Marshall had good elevation on that shot, just jumped up and over the Cardinal defender.
Sabria Dean with a hot start, 8 points, became the 6th all-time leading scorer in Lamar history last time out against Texas. Taylor's runner in the lane, finds a soft spot on the back of the rim and in.
Nice movement without the basketball, then she gets it and takes it right into the paint. Nice execution by Lamar on that possession. Up by 5 now over the Mustangs.
And it's not just the starters who are back for Lamar, as you mentioned, 90% of the scoring.
Yeah,
and so
9 of their top 10 last year is back.
Jones, 2-player game with Embry, fires it outside, and the offense having a struggle on this possession. Brow way off on the 3. Davis grabs it. Lamar trying to add to the 5-point lead.
Well, SMU having to force a lot of shots to get over this Lamar defense.
Great resurgent effort so far for the Cardinals defensively. Obviously, it's always tough to go down and play Texas, one of the top 5 teams in the nation. Threading the needle. What a pass by Taylor. And, of course, Davis is going to pay dividends.
Davis does such a great job of holding their position and creating that opportunity for the entry pass. That young lady knows how to position well in the paint.
On this end, Lamar is there at every turn defensively. Ella Brow fires it out for Embry. From the high post, she drives in. Out of control and no good. Back the other way, Taylor into Brown. Taylor takes the contact, misses at the end of the first quarter. Riverview High School. Brianna Sorensen, thank you so much. And along with Jim Howler, I'm John Little. 16-9 and make it 18-9. Turning the corner, Taylor for two.
Well, the SMU's offside defense not coming to help quick enough on that right-hand drive. Mustangs have got to get their offense and defense in sync.
Brown on the pull-up, comes up short, but she's called for the offensive foul as well. Injury to insult. Taylor on the other end takes the player control foul.
Yeah, Lamar's defense continues to be excellent, not giving SMU any easy shots. John, as we enter this early part of the second period, Lamar up by 9. It's truly the double D show so far. They have scored 14 of the 18 points for this Cardinal attack. Davis and Dean.
Davis and Dean both off the floor, though, to start the second quarter. Aqua Franklin given an opportunity to get some other players involved. Justice Ross, the transfer from New Orleans, out to Taylor, left alone for three. And Embry grabs the carom. SMU is out rebounding Lamar, 13-12. And a high-low look. Embry got a little too excited. TK Pitts can jump, just not quite that high.
Well, Mustangs on their first two possessions of this second quarter, a charge on one and a turnover on the other. Got to eliminate the mistakes.
Speaking of eliminating mistakes, we talked about how Lamar overall this season has averaged 26 turnovers a game, and most of those came against Texas. They've only got one turnover through the first quarter plus.
Yeah, they're playing very, very under control here this afternoon.
Cameron Wilson, catch and shoot triple, comes up short. Brow rolls the rebound to herself. SMU at a scoreless drought here since it was 7-7. It's an 11-2 burst for Lamar.
Yeah, SMU only 2 out of 15 from the field so far in today's game. Their one bright spot, they've made 5 free throws to 0 for Lamar.
Getting the misses out of the way early, maybe, as TK Pitts takes it inside. Some bonus offense whenever TK Pitts gets on the board.
Well, nice job by Pitts, especially using that left hand. Just blew right down the paint, what I call a straight line drive against this good Lamar defense.
Pitts played a lot and went scoreless against Minnesota and Arizona State as part of the Brienne January Classic. She did have 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals. The best game of the year against Western Michigan last time SMU was at home. And stepping out of bounds on her take, Armani Taylor, and Taylor lands awkwardly. Taylor able to peel herself up off the floor.
Well, Lamar continues to attack that right baseline so aggressively. They've already had 4 or 5 possessions where they took the ball hard to the rack, going on the right baseline.
Two minutes gone in the second quarter. Robertson having a tough time getting a hold of it as she turns the corner. But Peterson is fouled down low.
Well, Lamar continues to do a nice job of just cutting off the inside. Other than that drive by TK Pitts, SMU has not got it inside very often today.
Robertson still trying to get off the slide early, and her pull-up jumper goes down. Nya Robertson has her first field goal.
Yeah, Mustangs have 4 field goals now in the ball game, and 2 of those 4 in the last minute. Mustangs only trail by 5 after that stretch of not scoring.
Well, there's a lot to be said for that.
Yes, absolutely.
TK Pitts going for the steal out front. Still 10 to shoot for Lamar. SMU playing tighter defense here. Ross banging with Brow, going baseline. Ross gets it back in the corner. That's a deep 2, an offensive rebound brought down by Davis.
Well, Ella Brown really did a good job defensively to force that bad shot by Lamar.
Davis inside, blocked by Peterson, has it back, and off the rare miss, only her second of the year, she scores it.
Yeah, she's only now, what is she, 15 out of 17 on the year.
Offensive foul against Zenai Jones. Another player control foul taken by Lamar. This time Talia Hill steps in.
Yeah, their rotations in their team defense is just absolutely perfect. Shows the chemistry of team unity on defense. They know what they need to do as a team. They come from the offside. They help each other. It's what experience can do for you. SMU mainly man-to-man defense so far here today.
But Jones coming off of her player to come up with a steal on the baseline. SMU needs some easy points in transition. Robertson tries to rein in the three. She started 1 of 8 from the floor. Here's a 3-on-3, and Robertson is called for her second foul. SMU's best player in a little foul trouble in the first half as Talia Minor gets taken down, and she's slow to get up.
Well, both these ball clubs doing a good job of running when they see they have the advantage. Lamar got the long rebound there on that long three-point effort by Robertson and just beat the SMU defense down the floor.
Sabria Dean from the baseline. Lobs it out front. Brow did touch it.
Heads up play by Brow. Almost got the steal on that long inbound play. You can always tell when a team pays attention to the scouting report when they defend out-of-bounds plays like SMU did right there. Lamar had a hard time getting the ball in.
Dean going to work. She had 8 points in the first quarter. She was outstanding and efficient. Dean, that's a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors SMU. Interesting call there. I didn't see a lot of contact with the ball, but enough to get the job done for TK Pitts.
Well, very physical game so far. Good crew working this game today. Bruce Morris, Brandon Interline, and Adrian Gilmore Nichols. The three-person crew working today's game.
And after all the struggling offensively, SMU only down by 7. Robertson trying to go back up. Grabs her own miss. And all that, the ball never hit rim. Here's Brow, pull-up jumper. Peterson, another offensive rebound. The third of the possession. And Peterson forces her way inside.
Yeah, and that's the type of ability that Jessica Peterson has. She had the same opportunity on the previous possession. That time she decided to get aggressive, take the drop step to the bucket, and get the 2. Nice job by Peterson. They need more scoring out of her. She's SMU's leading rebounder, but they need help in the paint also.
6 points, 5 rebounds for Peterson, and she's got a tough defensive assignment against Davis, too. Dean blows past. Out to Denley. 4 to shoot. Denley adjusts the body inside. Misses on the run. SMU may have numbers. Brow up the floor. Jones into the paint. Pull up from 11. Off to the right, no. And Robertson aggressively after it. Fortunate not to be called for her 3rd foul of the first half. SMU playing hard. Mustangs down by 5. Jessica Peterson getting physical with one of the best posts in the country. Still doing his thing.
Yep. 40th year as a head coach.
That's unbelievable at Corpus Christi. And it was those 2 teams in the Southland final last year, Lamar and Corpus Christi. Certainly capable of picking up big road wins against Power 4 programs. 10 seconds to shoot it for Lamar. Davis has the position inside, trading paint, missing down low. Peterson pulls the carom up to Robertson.
Really a nice job by Jessica Peterson. She not only got tough on the offensive end, she came right back and did it on the defensive end. That's what Coach Toriel Wilson wants her to do all the time.
Nice flash inside. Peterson to the cup. Embry with a pretty pass.
Yeah, Peterson held her position there. A lot of times these players will make that pass, and if the post doesn't hold their spot, it looks like a bad pass. That time they both did their job.
Peterson with a great start. 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting. She's pulled down 7 rebounds as well. Taylor, the backup point. Looking for a triangle look down to Davis. She's doubled, kick out, Dean open three, money for Sabria Dean.
Well, there's that inside-out attack. You can't say too much about it. Aqua Franklin said that's what we've got to do. They did it beautifully right there. Get it inside to Davis, right back outside to Dean.
The law firm getting it done for Lamar. And now looking for more on their 6-point lead. Dean behind the back, into the paint. And she is in control.
You know, we keep talking about Lamar had a tough time at Texas. The margin of defeat was significant, but the second half of that game, Lamar played Texas 44-44 in Austin the last 20 minutes. That's pretty impressive against the number 4 team in the nation.
Shows Lamar has some offensive capability, as Chantae Embry was a little bit shocked. She got called for the foul here. Armani Taylor to the line.
Now, Taylor just 2 out of 3 on free throws. It's hard to really know exactly what Lamar may have changed this year. It mentioned they've only played 2 games. That's odd, but SMU's already played 5. Lamar's only played 2. So pretty much all SMU had to go by was what they did last year.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because Lamar so far has played Texas A&M, San Antonio, and NAIA school. Big win. And then they take on Texas, and there's so much of a talent disparity in both of those games. I'm sure it can be hard to scout.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, SMU has played some like-minded foes like Arizona State and Minnesota, hanging right with them on the road. Embry, the trailing 3, needs to knock one down. That's a look that she made a lot last year.
Well, that makes SMU a completely different team when she's knocking them down from the perimeter like she did last year. You mentioned she hit 40% last year. Now only 1 out of 15 from three-point range for the season for Chantae Embry.
Feeling the heater coming on. Sabria Dean, speaking of, has 13 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, she just dribbled right into her sweet spot that time.
Davis on the floor. Hustle play. Armani Taylor thought better of a lead pass as SMU was getting back defensively. Smart Lamar team. Ross out of the corner. The deep 2 goes down for Justice Ross, her first bucket.
Now, TK Pitts didn't get out there quite quick enough. Toyelle Wilson all over
are playing fairly well defensively in the first half. It's just their offense, Coach Haller, that has let them down. What have you seen offensively from SMU?
Well, as I keep saying, they've got to get some outside shooting going. They're 0 for 7 from 3. Lamar is 3 from 8 from three-point land.
Lamar not a three-point shooting team, as we mentioned earlier on. 11-point game, late first half. Brow slips it inside to Embry. Offensive foul. Davis standing in, and that is the 3rd charge drawn by Lamar in this game.
Well, and charges are drawn by team defense. Move quick, help from the offside, slide and help your teammate when they get beat. Lamar doing all of that and more here so far today at Moody Coliseum.
Lamar putting together an excellent first half. Just a clinic. Davis triple teamed inside. Good job by Pitts to get in the passing lane. Tie ball stays with Lamar, 9 to shoot.
Well, it's quite obvious SMU has a big emphasis on doubling down on Davis as soon as she catches the ball. It's just many times she's getting it away quicker than SMU can get there.
8-0 run for Lamar.
Davis has 8 points, Dean 13.
So they go to Dean, cooking in the first half.
Nice rebound by Pitts, blocked out well. Use those long arms to get a tough rebound for the Mustangs.
SMU's a +4 in the rebounding count, but they just haven't been able to make it stick offensively, shooting just 22%. Embry, shows and goes, but walks. That's turnover number 8 on SMU.
Well, that was a good quick move by Chantae Embry, but she just drug that pivot foot before she got the ball down.
Again, Lamar grinding out this first half. This Cardinals team that won 24 games a season ago. Davis inside. so wise. Goes baseline. Denley around the outside. Denley to the cup. Hopped into the air, and Ross tracks down the offensive rebound. Shot clock should not be off. It should have reset to 20, and that's why the officials have to stop it for now.
Yeah, nice heads-up observation by Brandon Interline there, one of the crew members working today's game. Well, that was a great long rebound that time by Justice Ross for Lamar. She really came a long way to get that one. Great hustle.
Ross with a lot of length on the wing at 6 feet tall, just adding to how tough it is to play Lamar in so many respects.
And both these ball clubs started 3 6-footers or taller today.
5 to shoot it. Denley, the point guard. The sophomore returning starter trying to go baseline, knocked away. 6 seconds left in the half. Ella Brow slips it down to Embry. Collects it. Brow doesn't know it's the end of the half and holds it to the end. A tough first half execution-wise for SMU. Down at the break, 28-17, but everybody else for the Cardinals, 20%.
Yeah,
so watch that.
Those two have combined for 21 of their 28 points.
Starting the second half of the ball, SMU, where do they go with it first? It's Peterson, who had 8 points and 8 rebounds in the first half. Embry posts up on the other side, and off the power dribble, she turns for the bucket.
Best possession of the game for SMU. Good job by Toyelle Wilson and her staff coming out of that halftime break. Perfect job by SMU. Get it down low and let Chantae Embry do her job.
It got not 1 but 2 post touches on that possession. Here's Sabria Dean. Had a fantastic first half with 13 points. Takes the smaller Robertson in the post, but misses down low. Now can Nya Robertson get herself going? She kicks it toward the backcourt, is able to get across before a 10-second call.
And Jones has not scored either, the point guard for the Mustangs.
Turnover by SMU. They approach double digits in giveaways today. J.C. Denley, second-year point guard, inside, down to Davis, and Davis has it blocked out of bounds by Peterson. Good job to recover by Jessica Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson really is the bright spot, as I keep saying, for SMU so far. 8 points, 8 rebounds, good defense. Toughest assignment on the floor, going up against Davis every time. Again,
Davis came into the game shooting 92%, but SMU has actually made her miss 3 shots in this game. Skipping to the hole, high off the glass. Denley can't make it go. Peterson pulls another carom. That's her 10th of the game. Jones running the point into Embry, finds the great post position, but can't get the bunny to go. And Embry grabs her back or finger, but maybe just more frustrated than anything.
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail on the head. Chantae Embry is very frustrated. She's normally a very, very terrific offensive talent, but just has not gotten on track this whole season offensively, particularly from the perimeter where she was so good last year.
Down to the ground after getting fouled. Justice Ross heads to the line to shoot 2. Started her career at Minnesota. Ran into injury trouble there and even struggled in her first year at UNO with injuries, but developed into a really good player in the years at New Orleans, and now finishing up her career under Aqua Franklin in Beaumont.
Well, this is only the third free throw attempt by Lamar today. SMU's got 8 free throw attempts. Lamar now 1 of 3 at the line.
Aqua Franklin, the natural born leader, patrolling the sidelines for Lamar. A 1 of 2 trip for Justice Ross out of Des Moines. Lamar still with a 10-point advantage. They're led by 11 at the half. Nya Robertson, top 10 leading scorer in the nation, has not gotten going. Robertson trying to lean in, and she picks up the contact and the foul. How key is it maybe for Robertson to get to the free throw line in the second half?
Well, the whole SMU team did a pretty good job the first half getting to the free throw line. This will be their 9th attempt of the game, but what they've got to do is get Nya Robertson some opportunities where it's just one-on-one. Lamar is so focused on her. Every time she starts a move, somebody's coming to help quickly. She just does not get free looks.
Toya Wilson seeing Robertson struggle a bit for a rare time. Robertson has been a second-half player this year, scored 16 of her 28 in the third quarter against Minnesota last time out, and had 20 of her 25 in the second half against Arizona State, but misses on both free throws here. And Davis is called for the foul. It's going to stay here with SMU.
John, this is pretty good indication of frustration. Now, Robertson is an 83% free throw shooter on the year. You will not probably see her go to the line and miss 2 in a row again this season. Just she and Chantae Embry right now have got to get their confidence going.
Jones on the step through, trying to lay it up, doesn't go. So when your confidence isn't going, how do you make that happen?
Well, all of a sudden you make a couple of buckets and get a smile on your face and say, I'm going to get this job done, and we're going to come back and win this game.
Hey, Robertson had a block there. Maybe that helps a little bit for SMU's leading scorer. TK Pitts didn't look at Peterson before she threw her the ball. Yeah. And both teams mired in a scoring drought.
Yeah, good Lamar defense once again right there, not giving SMU anything easy.
It's giveaway number 10 on SMU, and Ella Brow comes in for the first time in the second half, replacing TK Pitts.
You know, SMU had such great success on that opening possession of this half, but they have not gone back to reverse the side of the floor with the ball, get your post it up in there, and get her the basketball. Mustangs have got to work hard to get that done.
Taylor trying to go back inside to Davis. Nice job on the switch for the smaller Jones to stay with her and knock it away. Davis definitely had the advantage inside. 12 to shoot. Foul coming against Jones, trying to hold out the smaller NJ Weems, or the bigger NJ Weems, and Nya Jones picks up her second.
See, that's a tough situation there. Jones got at 5'6", got trapped going up against the 6'1" Weems. That'll get you a foul most every time.
Taylor doubled in the corner, tries to roll a pass inside, but a kick ball on Jones.
Nice on-ball defense by Jones that time. Nya Jones, she is not expected to score much, but she's got to score a little bit. She just has 1 point here today.
And it seems as though Toya Wilson sees how much Aqua Franklin is trying to isolate Nya Jones in the pick and roll, get her on the switch, and so Hall comes in instead for SMU. Bigger player.
Yep.
May help SMU in that respect. Pretty good defender as well. But Ross gets doubled and Davis is left wide open.
Well, that was just a terrific move by Justice Ross, penetrating right into the middle.
It's the largest lead for Lamar. Brow given the left hand. Out front to Hall. Now Robertson, shadowed by Taylor. Takes it out front with 9 to shoot. Robertson only 1 of 10 from the floor in this game. Robertson off the mark again, off to the right.
So still not an easy look. She got the shot that time, but no opportunity to balance up and get set.
Taylor tries to throw it through, gets knocked into the air, and Robertson able to come up with it. Robertson pitches it off to Hall. Robertson gets it right back. Great share.
Boy, that was a beautiful job by Hall, being alert to get the pass and get it right back to Robertson on the other side. Let's see if that gives the Mustangs a little spark.
Hall was a very productive player at East High School in Plano. In fact, played point guard at Plano East. A little bit more of a wing at this level. Long two by Justice Ross, and she fills it out.
Well, she is playing a terrific game. She's probably the unsung hero so far for Lamar here today, doing it in every phase of the game.
5 points and 3 rebounds in 23 minutes. She's been counted on. Hall trying to be an unsung hero. Great job and moved the baseline. She's got back-to-back assists. This one goes to Embry.
Well, when a player comes on the floor and makes that kind of impact, it normally inspires her teammates. Let's see if SMU can keep it going. Nice job by Embry with hands in traffic to get the finish.
SMU with a couple buckets in a row, but still down by 10. Cardinals have led throughout. Ross banging down low, misses the one-handed shot. Robertson on the leak out. No fouls in a while and none there. To a timeout, Lamar still leading this SMU squad that's 2-1 at home this season and is beginning a 3-game homestand, looking to get back to 500.
Now SMU in a call set there, bringing Peterson out on the screen. Lamar draws the quick foul.
Nya Weems, the one to pick it up. Her second, team foul number 3. Nya Robertson finally on the board in the second half. The SMU Mustangs getting some dimes from Denavia Hall.
Has done a great defensive job on this SMU team this afternoon. Mustangs have got to figure out a way to take advantage of some size inside.
Nya Robertson runs into a double. Embry throws it through. Hall trying to go high-low and not sure what she was expecting. But Denavia Hall a little frustrated at it herself as SMU gives it away. Lamar has led throughout. SMU has never led in this matchup. Lamar back up by double figures as J.C. Denley, the starting point guard, is back in wearing number 1.
Both ball clubs primarily man-to-man the entire contest. SMU a few times in his zone, but how about Taylor? Beautiful body control, just jumping up and shooting over the Mustang defense quickly, putting Lamar up by 12.
Taylor moving to the off-guard spot, getting on the scoreboard. Embry was able to turn away from the defender for 2.
Nice entry pass by Ella Brow that time. Embry, once again, I keep talking about it. If they will hold their position, these guards can get the ball inside to them.
6 of her 8 in the second half. And the SMU Posts have 16 of the 25 points.
Yeah, Jessica Peterson is 2 points away from a double-double. She's already got 12 rebounds, 8 points.
5 to shoot. Davis won't shoot it from there. Great job to take it away by Peterson. And on the tie ball, it does favor Lamar, but only 2.3 left on the shot clock.
Well, Mustangs were down by 11 at halftime, have only cut that margin by 1 here with 3 minutes to go in the third period.
Have held Lamar to only 7 points in the first 7 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, the problem is SMU's only made 8.
Oh, Justice Ross has buried some deep 2s. This one right against the shot clock.
Yeah, I've said a while ago, to me, she's the unsung hero here for Lamar. You expect greatness out of Davis and Dean. Almost really coming through big time.
Former 3-star recruit by ESPN when she was on her way to Minnesota back in the day.
Justice Ross is very, very talented young lady.
Injury troubles in her career, but finding a role in the Southland Conference for the last 3 seasons. Robertson, very tough shot. Embry has the rebound, but she is pushed out. And the foul on Talia Hill is her 3rd. 4th team foul on Lamar, so from here on, SMU will be in the bonus. And last clutch bucket, Brown, quick shot off the entry pass, and she's not able to fire at home. SMU 0 of 8 from 3.
Mustangs continuing to struggle from the perimeter. You said it a while ago, John, their inside attack has been fine, just nothing on the perimeter because of the Lamar defense.
Ross looking for that deep shot again, but clangs it off.
13th rebound of the game for Jessica Peterson. She is doing her job today for sure.
Hall's left wide open. Don't mind if I do. And with a player on the floor, Hall tracks down her own miss again. And SMU resets with 15 to shoot.
I'm really surprised we hadn't seen Kylie Marshall in this game, known as a good outside shooter.
Brow bumped. She'll go to the line. No shot here. Will not count. 2 free throws coming up for Ella Brown.
You know, I mentioned Kylie Marshall, and talking to Coach Wilson yesterday, she said that Kylie Marshall definitely has got the offensive tools, but she's got to improve her defensive game. So that is probably why we're not seeing more time for her on the floor today.
Keisha Davis, after some hard work, comes out. And BB Galloway is on. Galloway, a player out of Galveston, Southeast Texas area. Ella Brown, perfect at the line in this game. She's 3 of 3, 63% in her career. Coming off that ACL tear last year in the first game of the year against UC Riverside. She's up to 4 points.
SMU now with 7 made free throws to only 2 for Lamar. SMU's done a good job of keeping Lamar off the free throw line. They've only been there 4 times the entire game.
SMU is going to bring some pressure here. They bring in Sandra Magalico wearing number 13 for the first time in the game, and Magalico is really good defensively. Taylor picked up by Hall. Looking for a high-low. Nothing open. Sabria Dean back in. Pulls up on the 3, misses, and the rebound on the backside by Robertson. Robertson can fly down the floor, and it rolls out. Magalico is there, and she'll go to the foul line, trying to make good on a foul by J.C. Denley.
Mustangs continue to not get very friendly rolls on some tough shots that could have easily gone in. Here's one of them. Nya Robertson, great drive to the bucket. Just didn't get the shooter's roll on that attempt. Well, it didn't take Magalico long to get to the charity stripe. Only been in the ball game for 30 seconds. How about that? Nice follow through on that free throw.
She's a career 14% foul shooter heading into that one. She was 3 of 21, but you got to feel good for Magalico. Obviously, something that she's been working on as her career's gone on.
Well, she's a transfer from Arizona State. They need her to make a contribution.
SMU back defensively against Sabria Dean. They've cut it down to a single digit as Denley gets into the paint and hits the adjusted shot.
Well, that's a good word for it. She definitely had to adjust that effort. SMU had the defense right there. Got one quick step and got the shot up.
First bucket for the hometown girl from Beaumont. Robertson for 3. How badly did SMU need that? Lamar up by 11.
Well, that was a shot taken about a foot outside the three-point line. Robertson continues to search for more shots, but just none coming easy.
Start of a 3-game homestand for the SMU Mustangs. Next up Monday, they host Arkansas Pine Bluff, a team that came in and upset SMU last year. Also taking on UTA as a big steal comes up way. TK Pitts, but then Pitts runs over the defender and picks up the foul. Sabria Dean steps in to take the charge. No basket.
Oh, great team defense for Lamar. Well, look at this great play by Dean, just stepping right over there to draw the charge on TK Pitts. As soon as she saw Brow, she just did not have time to make the quick stop. Great defense by Lamar. Tough break for SMU.
And Dean, who's scoreless in the second half, able to come up with a huge defensive play here. Giveaway, Denley.
Yeah, nice job by Hall continuing. She's only been in the ball game about 4 minutes, but certainly made a big contribution for the Mustangs in different areas: offense, defense, rebounding.
Free throws coming up as BB Galloway picks up her first foul. The defense on Jessica Peterson has been tough in the second half, but Peterson get a chance at the line to score her first points of the second half.
Yeah, and if she can make 2 free throws here, she'll be a double-double player in this contest, already with 13 rebounds.
Certainly on the way there. Opener against North Carolina A&T. She looked like a different player for Toya Wilson after a huge offseason of work. Had a double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds. Trying to track down the second double-double of her career. And she has it.
Nice job. Congratulations to Jessica Peterson. Nice game.
SMU stays in the press here. And a double dribble.
Well,
that's exactly what you want, right?
Absolutely. Nice call by Toriel Wilson to jump into this trapping defense late in the third period. 2 consecutive turnovers for Lamar, leading to SMU's opportunity to cut this. Was a 12-point deficit down to 9 now.
Shot clock is off for SMU. Magalico back to Brow. Toriel Wilson wants everything to be pulled out, down by 9, having outscored Lamar 13-11 in the quarter. Ella Brow skirts around the defender, outside to Jones. The up fake, elbow jumper floating, no rebound, poked out. Last touched by Lamar. Still plenty of time for SMU to get a shot off with 3 seconds.
Nice job by SMU working for that last shot of the third period. They did exactly what they wanted to do, just continuing to not be able to knock down easy shots.
Offensive rebound number 13 into Peterson. Jump stop. She is blocked by BB Galloway. And Galloway fired up after picking up the block on Jessica Peterson. Lamar ball.
Well, great defense by Lamar. You've got to give them credit. It looked like SMU is going to get an easy opportunity to get 2 more and cut this deficit to 7, but great team defense continuing for the Cardinals.
BB Galloway loses her shoe in mid-block. And at the end of 3, the Lamar Cardinals. And thank you so much, our ACC Network reporter, along with Jim Haller. I'm John Little. Lamar, so far, up by 9 as we enter the fourth quarter, and still making it tough defensively as SMU looks for points. Ella Brow pushes it up inside. Rebound falls to Pitts. SMU's done a nice job on the boards, especially offensively. And Brow gets the bucket.
And all of a sudden, we've got a 7-point ball game. SMU looked very confident on that possession, crashed the offensive glass hard. Now the defense has to continue to contain this Lamar offense.
Trying to turn the tide with that jumping, trapping defense at all turns. Brow knocked down, back to her feet. Great rotation. Taylor with 10 seconds. Still no Acacia Davis. Taylor stepping back, nowhere to go. Finally forces it up, and she rattles it in. Armani Taylor.
Well, nice patience by Taylor. Pitts was right there on her, went for a ball fake and gave Taylor the opportunity for the open shot. Cardinals back up by 9.
High low, Peterson not able to grab it.
After scoring 8 points and 9 points each in the first 2 periods, SMU got 13 points in the third period. Let's see if they can keep that trend increasing and stop Lamar.
You got to watch out, though. Acacia Davis is back in. Player of the year in a very tough Southland Conference. She's on the left low block, ready to be a factor. Sets the screen for Denley. Pull up from the elbow. Peterson gobbles up another rebound.
Well, Nya Jones now, she's got to be a difference maker for SMU. Hadn't scored here yet today. 2-point guards on the floor for SMU with Brow and Jones both out there. Nya Robertson out of the game right now for SMU. Nya Robertson only 2 out of 15 on her shots today.
Peterson floats it up, going after her own board, but Davis corrals it as she crashes in toward a double-double. Lamar, the 9-point lead in the ball. Sabria Dean hasn't scored in the second half.
There's a good reason why SMU doubled her quickly.
Taylor tries to continue a big second half. Brown loses it, but TK Pitts backs her up. SMU looking for some big shots in the fourth quarter. They're within striking distance.
Yeah, both of SMU's 2 leading scorers, Chantae Embry and Nya Robertson, both on the bench here with the Mustangs trailing by 9.
Toriel Wilson looking for the magical combination. Pull-up shot, and Nya Jones earns foul shots after her take. A career 92% foul shooter will go to the line.
Boy, nice job by Nya Jones reading that defense of Lamar. The side became cleared. She had a one-on-one pass to the bucket, drew the foul. Look at that. The whole side was cleared. Good defense for Lamar, but got the little hack on the arm as she attempted to drive to the rack.
Armani Taylor's foul. And just as you mentioned that Robertson and Embry, the leading scorers for SMU this season, aren't in the game. They're back in the game to join Peterson, Jones, and Brow.
Well, their substitutions did a nice job helping Mustangs get back into this game after being down by 12. Have now cut it to 7.
Second time it's been at 7 here in the fourth quarter. And before the entry pass, a foul on Ella Brow for a hold. That's her second of the night.
Well, as rough a game as this has been, very physical. Surprising to see that little hold called, but officials trying to make sure they keep control here in the latter stages of this tough game.
First SMU team foul. And SMU continuing to come with the defensive pressure in the backcourt. Only 5 seconds to bring it across. Denley is able to do so. 10 turnovers for Lamar, but they've taken care of it much better and forced SMU into 13. Davis left alone from the free throw line, but comes up short.
Oh, smart move by Ella Brow. Slow it up. Mustangs can cut it to 4 with a 3, or obviously 5 with a 2, but not good ball handling there by Ella Brow. She slowed it up, but then got the turnover.
Denley helps force it.
13th turnover of the game for SMU.
Taylor turns the corner. Peterson blocks it with 2 hands. Peterson's been good on both ends, and it's the second time Taylor's had to be peeled off the court.
You know, with SMU in that pressing defense, you'd think they would take either Peterson or Embry out with a quicker player, but they're both so important on the boards and defense inside.
Timeout called. 6:34 left in the fourth. Lamar trying to hold on.
Hey.
And how big would that be for Aqua Franklin and company, coming off a 24-win season last year? Ross has been good in the second half. 10 to shoot now for our money Taylor. Taylor raked on, picks it up, misses inside. Jones tries to tip the rebound down to Peterson, but Ross comes out with it. A new shot clock for Lamar.
Ross continuing to make big plays for SMU. She's played more minutes than anybody on the floor.
Oh, what a move by Dean. Slithering through traffic. Taylor going baseline reverse. Good. A highlight reel for Armani Taylor.
Got to have help coming on that baseline. You cannot get beat on straight line drives to the bucket down there. Good offensive play by Lamar. Bad defense by SMU.
It feels like a huge shot to make it a 9-point lead. Denavia Hall has been good in the second half. Feeds it to Embry. This is the 4th foul on Talia Hill, but only the 2nd foul of the quarter on Lamar.
Look at this nice move on the right baseline by Lamar. Just a great drive to the bucket. And how about that reverse spin off the glass? Armani Taylor, 5'6" guard, getting the job done for the Cardinals.
Houston native, her highest scoring game of the year with 11. 16th time in her career that she's been in double figures. Again, Lamar's got all 5 starters back, and then key experience off the bench. Robertson, deep 2. That is pure.
Was that a 3 ball? SMU still 0 for 10 from the 3-point line.
Denavia Hall comes up with a steal. SMU with a chance for a little run here. Hall trying to convert it for 3. Robertson keeps it alive. And it is SMU ball.
Well, a nice effort by Nya Robertson coming from the outside to get that deflection off the white-shirted Cardinal defender.
Peterson's got good position down low. Goes 1v1 against Davis. Misses on the hook. Embry gets held, but comes up with a rebound anyway.
Boy, SMU continuing to do a great job on the offensive glass. Their 15th offensive rebound of this game. That is terrific.
But they've missed 35 shots. Pull-up jumper goes down for Nya Jones.
Yeah, how about Nya Jones picking a great moment for her first points of the ball game.
Her first field goal. She also had 2 free throws. It's a 5-point contest, closest it's been since early on in the second quarter. Sabria Dean Around the Davis screen, nobody picks her up. Dean backs in. Dean underhanded scoop. Embry grabs the rebound. SMU looking for some points, and Robertson undercut by Armani Taylor.
Oh, nice block out by, at halftime, SMU has held her scoreless here in the second 20 minutes.
Nya Jones gets to her spot again. Could have made it a three-point game, but it rolls out. That's Davis's 9th rebound. And Dean, who is scoreless in the second half, tries to go to work with Lamar leading by 5.
SMU getting a lot better shots now, getting open looks at the bucket all of a sudden, better movement.
No substitute for experience, though. Lamar has a ton of it. Justice Ross included. The right-handed hook doesn't go. Another big rebound for SMU, plus 10 on the boards.
A nice job getting back defensively by Lamar, not giving SMU any chances in transition.
SMU is trailed by as many as 12 in the second half. Embry, Robertson near the sideline. Robertson kicks it out. Hits with only 5 to shoot. Robertson in the corner for 3. It's a huge one. The first 3 of the game by SMU.
Davis and Dean have only combined for 2 points in the second half. Nice job by Toriel Wilson and their staff to make the defensive adjustments.
Lamar with 3 minutes left. They're scoreless in the last 2.5. Who's going to get the big bucket on the road for the Cardinals? Taylor gives it up to Dean. Only 5 to shoot, and off some heavy work inside. Peterson fouls Davis, and that's only the second foul on Peterson and the second foul on SMU in the fourth.
Now Jessica Peterson trying to show the officials that the opponent, that case Davis, using their elbows to try to wedge some space in there for the pass, but good job continuing by Peterson inside.
Davis not available down low, so they'll get it to Dean. And Dean is fouled by Embry. Little chuck there by Chantae, her first foul.
Yeah, that's really a tough matchup for Chantae. Embry at 6'1" and much bigger body against this much smaller Sabria Dean for Lamar.
Correction, third foul on Embry. Taylor turns the corner, pulls up, can't hit the shot. Another rebound for SMU. They can tie or take the lead. Robertson wants it all. SMU has not let a game until now.
Well, SMU continuing to improve their defense on the baseline, and who else to bring them back? Nya Robertson, the 3rd leading scorer in the ACC.
10 of her 13 in the second half. Taylor turns the corner, contact, no call. And Taylor's fouled, or called for the foul, I should say.
A very gutty comeback for SMU so far. We'll see if they can hold on, getting the ball 2 straight possessions to their best offensive threat. Nya Robertson hitting her 2 biggest shots of the game.
I asked you earlier, how does a player find their confidence? I don't know how they do it, but Nya Robertson has found it.
The first confidence builder was that first 3 out of the left corner, then coming right back in transition that she loves.
Robertson going left this time. No matter. It is an 8-0 run for Nya Robertson, all by her lonesome.
Yeah, but SMU did a great offensive maneuver there. They cleared the whole side for Nya Robertson. All she had to do was go to work. I hope we'll have a chance to see that last play again.
Dean needs a bucket. She's got a bucket. Rolling down a key one to stop a 12-0 run.
Well, that was a good defense by TK Pitts. That's just 2 good players going against each other.
1-point lead for SMU. Robertson has it knocked away by Dean. Dean, the steal. Robertson, the foul. Lamar Ball with a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, 4th team foul on SMU, then the next team foul on either ball club. The opponent will go to the free throw line for 2 automatic free throws.
Sabria Dean with an offensive play, then a defensive one, making her 111th start all-time for the Cardinals. And that's a foul on SMU, and that means free throws for Davis.
Yeah, TK Pitts away from the ball, trying to run right over Davis. All she had to do was slide inside.
And not only has Acacia Davis this season been great from the field, she's also 92% at the free throw line, 11 of 12. And has a chance to possibly give her team the lead. Oh, instead of Davis, it's actually going to be NJ Weems who was run over. She's 2 for 2 on the season, 62% in her career.
Well, what SMU has to make sure they do now, if there's another miss, get the defensive board off the missed free throw.
Weems ties it up. Brand new ball game. 1:14 to play. Nya Robertson has been brilliant in the fourth quarter.
Well, Mustangs coming from 12 down, 11 down at the half.
There's a brand new bounce in SMU's step. Robertson 35 feet out, 10 to shoot it. Robertson off the glass again, count it! No! It's an offensive foul. Davis takes the charge, and Robertson can't believe it. Let's look. Davis got there.
Boy, that was great team defense by Lamar, coming all the way across the paint as Nya Robertson made an incredible shot, but charged on the effort.
SMU in this full-court defense, which helped them get back in the game late third quarter, early fourth quarter as well. Dean desperately gets it across to Ross. Game clock to shot clock difference is 23. Two-player game, Dean and Davis. Dean comes up short. Embry another rebound. Robertson brings it up. SMU with a chance to take the lead. Robertson does not stop, but she can't make it. And a timeout called to move it into the front court by Lamar.
Well, SMU played good D. Lamar came back and played.
Jones, Pitts, Embry, Robertson, and Jessica Peterson. SMU down by as many as 12 in this game, came storming back, took a 3-point lead. Lamar has tied it up, and now they've got a chance to win it on the road. It's Sabria Dean out of East Texas. SMU out of fouls. Dean gives it up. Taylor for the win. Bangs it off. No good. 5 extra minutes in Dallas.
Well, certainly SMU continued to...
The SMU men will host Mississippi State coming up after the conclusion of this one. Overtime underway. SMU has their starting 5 back out there to start overtime. SMU holding Lamar to 21% shooting in the fourth quarter. SMU shot 50% in the fourth. Robertson against Ross. Tough shot. No good, and Davis pulls down the board. She has a double-double.
SMU outscored Lamar 29-18 in the second half to enable them to come back and put this game in overtime.
Sabria Dean turns the corner, comes up short. It's going to stay right here with 12 on the shot clock. Or Lamar knocked out of bounds by Jones.
Can't give SMU enough credit for holding this Lamar team to 18 points the second half. Of course, Lamar held SMU to 17 points in the first half. So a little swap out here in which team played the best defense win.
Offense for defense substitution. Taylor in for Ross here. Taylor left to create with 5 to shoot. Taylor maneuvering right, and offensive foul called against Taylor. A little out of control.
Yeah, great defense on the ball by Nya Jones. We'll have a chance to watch it. Look at this footwork. Perfect job by Jones, the transfer from Villanova, making a big defensive move for SMU.
No scoring within the first minute of overtime. SMU scoreless in the final 2 minutes of regulation as well. To shoot it. TK Pitts driving. Pitts off the glass. Good blocking foul. Count it for SMU. TK Pitts Pitts and one.
How about just what you did not expect? TK Pitts to put the Mustangs ahead. Her scoring has not been good this year, only averaging 3 points per game coming into today's contest. She's never made a bigger two for the Mustangs in her career.
Davis pretty shocked there. Remember, the men's restricted area is not the restricted area on the women's side. The only restricted area is directly underneath the basket. So there was something Davis did there that was not to the officials' liking. TK Pitts is and one, makes it a 3-point lead for SMU. How has the way SMU has gone full court defensively at times in the second half, how has that helped them?
Well, it's disrupted the comfort level of Lamar, and whenever you can do that to a team on the road, it pays big dividends. It's also helped SMU not let Lamar come down easily and get the ball into Davis.
Well, Peterson gets in the passing lane. Ball on the floor, Weems picks it up. Sabria Dean on the baseline, fouled. Dean going to the line, good head fake to get to the free throw line for two.
Now, Dean with just 2 points in the second half after leading the entire Lamar and SMU teams at halftime with 13 points. Game leader with 15 on the day with Robertson for SMU, both with 15.
Earlier on tonight, Dean became the 6th Lamar Cardinal of all time to surpass 1,400 points in her career. Last time out against Texas, she moved past Chastity Bars for 6th all-time.
Listen to this statistic. Davis and Dean, of course, Dean at the free throw line now. Those two came into the game together, having made 20 of 21 free throws this year. You don't want to put those two at the line.
And that's why Aqua Franklin was so calm as she saw her best player go into the line. SMU retains the 1-point lead. 3:20 left in OT. By the way, Nya Robertson for SMU has 4 fouls. She's the only player on either team on the floor with 4 fouls. Embry in the paint. A lot of contact, no call. Peterson grabs the board. That's number 16.
Well, Peterson has fought her.
Whatever you want to say, Coach.
Whatever. She has impressed me today.
So Nya Jones has been good in the second half. She's fouled on her way to the bucket. It wasn't on a shot, but Ross with the foul. And Nya Jones, again, a player that over her career, not just this year, but her career as a 92% foul shooter, hits the line.
Well, SMU is smart to put the ball in her hands for much of this second half.
Her 4 points in the fourth quarter were big. Rare miss for Nya Jones. She's a Jersey girl like Toyo Wilson. You know Toyo loves that. Transfer from Villanova. 1 for 2 trip. SMU by 2. A tight one in the fourth quarter after SMU trailed by double digits at halftime.
SMU has to really be careful here with Nya Robertson having 4 fouls. They sure don't want her out of the game. Great job by TK Pitts jumping in front of Davis to get the steal for SMU. Heads up play. They knew that's where Lamar wanted to go. Nice job by Pitts. She made the big bucket a while ago to put SMU up by 2. Now makes the big steal.
Long arms, great anticipation. Career high 6 steals last time she was at home. Jones sees Peterson but misses her. Dean, the rebound. Up the floor to Denley. Lays it in. We are tied with 2:10 left in OT.
Mustangs having some crucial turnovers here. That was a good pass, really. Peterson should have had that ball.
Robertson slithering through. Out to Pitts. Takes the baseline. Hands off to Embry. Timeout call by Toyo Wilson and SMU.
To be careful because TK Pitts and Nya Robertson both have 4 fouls.
SMU has gone with this same lineup in the overtime. 13 to shoot out of the timeout. Nothing on the initial baseline out of bounds. Now Robertson grabs it Looking for a high screen with 5 to shoot it. Robertson rejects the screen. Pull up from the elbow. Great elevation. She rattles it in.
Well, nice job setting the screen high, and Robertson forced her defender right into it. Nice job using that screen by Robertson, who has caught fire here in the 4th period and in overtime.
12 of her 17 in the 4th and OT. Good pass out of the double. Ross outside. Weems passes up on the 3. Lamar down by 2. They get it back to Dean. Ross for the lead. Off the mark. Robertson tied up. And the arrow favors Lamar with 1:14 left in OT.
Well, a heads-up play by Lamar. Robertson got the tough rebound.
Credit Davis for the steal on the alternating possession.
Robertson now the leading scorer for the Mustangs with 17 points, 4 rebounds. Rebounding category, Embry has 9, Peterson 16 to lead the way for SMU.
Oh, we got a lot of contact here. TK Pitts in the middle of it.
Oh,
she knocked down 3 pins.
Yeah, I think they're going to foul her out of this ball game. That's the 5th foul on TK Pitts. Tough break. She played a big part in SMU's comeback here in the 4th period.
Had a huge and 1 in overtime. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 31 minutes of work. She's fouled out.
Well, we'll have a chance to see right here. Yeah, she's, there's no doubt about it. That was a foul. Nice play by Dean to force her into that screen.
Picked up the 41-3 split. And Sabria Dean
so you're trying
knocks
to
down the first.
Tell us you're a good bowler, huh?
Oh. On the contrary.
You got the vocabulary for it.
I'll do bowling for dollars like Vern Lundquist did back in the day.
Wouldn't we all? And then you get to go call the Masters and the Super Bowl and the Final Four.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
A minute left in OT. Sabria Dean's 2 free throws. 4 for 4 at the foul line in OT. He's tied it up. Robertson turns the corner. Foul call against Denley. And Robertson pumps the fist. Such an emotional player. And she has a chance to put SMU in front.
Well, you know Nya Robertson wants to go with that right hand, and Lamar is overplaying her, but she is so quick and explosive, she can just force those fouls, and she did that right there.
Denley comes out and Taylor on. Taylor has 4 fouls. That's why she hasn't been playing defensively. And Robertson puts SMU back in front. Such a slow start for Nya Robertson, but she's up to 18.
Nya Robertson had 3 points at the half. What a second half she has had.
Seems to be a second half player here in an SMU uniform, and with under a minute left in OT, SMU has the lead. Now, Lamar has 2 timeouts left. They elect not to bring it into the front court.
And what SMU does not want to happen is to force Nya Robertson into a defensive situation where she picks up that 5th foul. She's on Dean. That's a tough, tough assignment. Now they switch. Ella Brow going on Dean. No.
Taylor inside, skipping to the hoop. Can't tie it up. It comes up just short. SMU ball. They'll review it.
Yeah, in the last minute, obviously, they will review all of these type of situations. Was that Peterson or Embry that got that last rebound?
That was Peterson, once again.
Well, that's her 17th rebound of the ball game.
Call on the floor is a red ball. It's under review.
Good look at Bruce Morris. Aqua Franklin drawing something up.
Obviously, both teams in the bonus free throw situation because both ball clubs have 5 team fouls or more.
This might be a better look, a more definitive. Yeah, that's off of Peterson.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a reversal there.
See if it takes very long. It didn't.
No.
They'll get the third official's opinion as well as Enterline comes in to join the party. So it's going to be Lamar basketball here. They will have to reset the shot clock to 20 with 31.3 left in overtime. There's the official.
After review, the call has changed, white ball.
Official designation, and it is going to be Lamar ball.
Well, obviously, in hindsight, SMU and Peterson would have preferred that she held onto that ball and not try to make the outlet pass as she appeared to be trying to do. Heads up play by the Lamar defense. Both teams making big defensive plays here in the latter stages of this ball game.
Where do you go with this ball if you're Lamar?
Well, obviously, they're going to always try to get the ball into Davis, but SMU has done a nice job of denying that.
I thought there was going to be 20 on the shot clock, but instead it is going to be 30 because of the change of possession. It wasn't an offensive rebound. Lamar looking for something early, and the shot goes. It's a clutch bucket for Lamar. Sabria Dean gets it. Shot clock is off. SMU could hold for the final shot. Both teams are in the bonus. 2 timeouts left either side here as we play at the end of the first overtime. Robertson has killed off half the clock. Robertson looks back door. Embry adjusting for the lead. She has it. Chantae Embry goes up hard and hits. And SMU takes the lead with 5.7 seconds left in OT, and Sabria Dean is down. Let's see why.
Well, take a look at this great pass. Nya Robertson get it into Embry. Embry being patient on her quick pivot to the bucket. Nice job by SMU. 2 leading scorers were the 2 that handled the ball on that possession.
Obviously, Embry wasn't trying to hit Sabria Dean, but she did contact her on the way by with that fist pump.
Previous plays under review.
And the officials are going to look at it to see if there needs to be some kind of foul on that play.
Yeah, the officiating crew, Brian Enterline, just came over, and well, Brandon Enterline, that's Brian Enterline, the veteran official's son, just came over and told us that they're taking a look on a possible elbow infraction.
But it was obviously Embry's fist pump that contacted Sabria Dean.
After review, there is nothing on the play.
Well, there's nothing on the play, says Bruce Morris.
The official just said she obviously turned in celebration. There was nothing intentional about it. So that's where an experienced officiating crew gets these kind of tough situations right.
So 5.7 left in overtime. Lamar calls time to bring it into the front court and has 1 left. And they're in the bonus. A chance to tie it, send it to another overtime, possibly win it. Taylor, Dean, Ross, Weems, and Davis on the floor. It's been Sabria Dean, number 3, bottom of your screen, taking the big shots. She comes for the ball here. Oh, but a bad miscue and over and back on Taylor. She kicks it. SMU ball with 2.5 seconds left.
Well, now the ball game obviously is not over. SMU has got to execute out of bounds. SMU's backcourt pressure continues to pay dividends for the Mustangs in this miraculous comeback.
Fourteenth turnover is a tough one. SMU, the entry into Jones. Jones trying to run away. Jones got fouled. That's it. SMU makes the comeback. Down by 12. Storming back in the 4th quarter and winning in overtime, 56-54 over Lamar.
Well, certainly